Okay, this whole semester you've had this boilerplate stuff that you write when you do public static void main, string, args. Notice this is an array of strings, this parameter. So what is this? This is command line arguments. So let me explain what that is real quick with an example. Here's a command line. I'm in my projects directory for NetBeans. And I just typed ls, which is a Linux command, a Unix command for showing the contents of the directory. That's a command line. That's a command line program that I invoked. Command line argument would be something like this. See if it works here. No, it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't work. So a command line argument would be, one more time. Say I wanted to see what the contents of the dog test. Yeah, it's not a good choice. Point demo folder is. So I'll type ls point demo and hit enter. So if I go back, this is a command line argument, point demo. This is the program that I'm invoking on the command line, and this is an argument that I type after that program invocation that the program uses to do something. So you can do a similar thing with Java if the Java is a command line thing. So here I've got one. It's a little bit different from what you're used to because I have to use a different invocation, but I'm using a jar file here. So I type Java, which is itself, that's a command line program, right? Then it has a command line argument, -jar, that's a command line argument, and arraydemo.jar, that's another command line argument. So these two command line arguments will go into the Java program and it'll use them to do something. So when I run it, it should make that program run. You don't really see anything though. So you can think of this whole thing as just one big long command program command to run, and then itself it could have some arguments. So let me add some arguments. 1, 2, 3. And you see it spits them back out on the screen. Why does it do that? Because I wrote the program to do that. So array demo, I've changed it. I've been using array demo this whole video series pretty much. But I changed the way it works to take these command line arguments that come into this array, and it just goes through and prints them out. That's all it does. So with this I can type anything at the command line. Let's see. Apple, pear, onion. I'm making this up. And it spits it out. Why does it spit it out? Again, because I'm telling it to right here with this loop. I'm saying go through these args that are on the command line with a for each loop and print out each one. So for the example where it says -jar, you might have in your Java program, the thing that runs Java programs, it'll say, okay, if it says -jar, I want to run that as if it's a Java archive. So you'd have logic in your code right here that says, well, if it's -jar, do this. What jar do I want to run? It gets the file name. It says open up that file name and run it. So this is how you use command line arguments. If you are using NetBeans, you can go to your run, set project configuration, and customize, and you can put some in here so that you can pretend that you're using command line arguments, but you're really running it in NetBeans. So I've already set this up. I've got eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So if I run this inside of NetBeans, it pretends that I ran from the command line and it uses those arguments. So you can, if you're writing a program that uses command line arguments, but you want to do everything within NetBeans, you can say, here's the ones that I plan to use, and you stick them in there. Again, it's under run, set project configuration, go to customize, and then just type in where it says arguments. There's other stuff you can do here, but that's like the main thing. So these arguments right here will go into an array of size 3 called args when you start the program. Read more about command line arguments. I just kind of wanted to show you and tell you my own words, but I recommend reading the book, looking at the slides, maybe find a video on LinkedIn Learning. But that's command line arguments. And where's my pause button?